What's good, bro?
Ross, I talk a lot of battle rap here, but these Saturday shows are what I live for, man. Especially about projects and albums and artists that we're about to talk to about right now. I take you back to 1993, brother. Can we go on record and say 1993 was one of the best years in hip hop? Can we go in that bag?
Absolutely, because that was the year of 3 debut albums that changed hip hop, as far as I was concerned.
Mm-hmm.
You had Doggy Style, you had 36 Chambers, and you had the album that we're about to talk about, which is the equal to 36 Chambers and Doggy Style. There's another album that's on the same level.
Stay right there, Watts. I want to piggyback on what you said right there. We did a show last year, or a couple years ago, where we spoke about albums and stuff, right? And we spoke about having Black Moon, because that's the album we're about to talk about, Enter the Stage. And we said we had that album at the table with Nas, Illmatic, and Biggie, Ready to Die. Some people agree, and we got a lot of pushback on there. First question I got for you, King. Were you surprised that we got pushback for that?
Yes. Because I don't know how any credible person who claims they live 90s hip hop can front on Enter the Stage. And I think the thing that we're going to do is we're going to try to make people remember or reimagine how great this album is and was and why it stands the test of time.
Hey, don't kill me, Watts. I go off the rip, man. Usually we wait off the end of the show to say the mics. I don't even want to go there. I'm going here with you, brother. 5 mics off rip, man. Before we even get into the material and the beats and how we feel about shit, dog, am I playing myself saying off rip, classic album, 5 mics out the door?
No. This is one of the defining albums of the 90s. Enter the Stage by Black Moon is a certified 5 mic classic. And let's be clear, it means as much to me and you as the infamous Ready to Die and Cuban Links. It's the same exact feel. Same exact feel. There's no, the infamous Cuban Links, Ready to Die, Reasonable Doubt, Illmatic, those are the albums. No. There's another album. This is one of them.
Right.
And Buckshot Shorty is he's an all-time great MC for what he did on this album.
And a lot of times when people are in crews, right, it's always going to be who's the first person up the bat, right? We saw Method Man with the cow and everything like that, right? Buckshot Shorty to be the first one. He's the first cat up the bat, right? And he drops Enter the Stage. With all due respect to Meth, I don't even got the cow sitting at the table with this project. And I
not only that, but I want to take it to 93, an album that came out the same time. Midnight Marauders is not better than Enter the Stage. Now that's very controversial because of how Tribe Called Quest is an all-time great group, but that was Tribe's 3rd album. Mm-hmm. This album, hearing it for the first time, to me it hit way harder than Midnight Marauders. Now, do you think I'm jumping out the window when I say that?
No, I don't. I don't think you're jumping out the window at all, King. At all. You know what I mean? So we're talking 1993, Enter the Stage, man. Let's go off here, man. Powerful impact, off rip, man. Me being a West Indian brother, I can appreciate the Jamaican brothers talking their stuff in the beginning of the song. Blow! Here comes the Buckshot Shorty. I killed man, rap, scarred your grill like naughty. Now just hear the punchline. Yeah, exactly. I feel you. Dog, I felt when you, dog. Whatever, that's a different story. For hearing him to say that, obviously the name drop, right? Naughty by nature, guard your grill. You know what I mean? The bass line on here is fire. The Busta Rhymes sample, a powerful impact. That's Busta Rhymes' verse. I love the horns, and I feel like you and I are going to have a conversation throughout this project here about the horns, right? More flavor than Mrs. Dash. We get 3 verses from Buckshot Shorty. Watch.
This is just to set off the album like this. So people got to understand, Busta's been in hip hop so long that people forget Busta has an early 90s Busta, there's a mid 90s Busta, there's a late 90s Busta. Busta has everything. That's why, just I don't want to go for tangent, but that's why Busta would have dog walked T.I., like beat him bad. badly. Badly. That's another story. So, like you said, everything you said, powerful impact, boom from the cannon. We know where that classic sample voice is from. You quoted the horns. Are we gonna have to talk about beat miners on production? Are we gonna have to talk about beat miners production? What are we doing here?
You know what's funny though? For all the years that we've done shows together, 6 years now, stuff like that, right? I feel like we don't talk about the beat miners in the 90s unless we speak about Black Moon. But man, when you go back and revisit this project like you and I just did, yeah, I'm giving beat miners mad love on here, brother.
Yes. So to set it off, triple, and wait, inside the park home run. If you Ricky Henderson,
that's the Ricky Henderson reference.
Yeah.
Track 2, my nigga. Niggas talk shit. Beat is dope. Again, the horns on here. Buckshot to me was slicing this beat, man. Turn the mic into bloodstains. I love the hook. Niggas talk shit, but they don't like still. Just raw and a cut song for me, Watts. I bust Mac 10s, oops and clocks. Love niggas talk shit, man. Talk to me, King.
I mean, this production on this song right here is just smooth jazz. So this is what makes this so ill. You know how Tribe gives you jazz
right.
with like dope hip hop?
Yeah.
When he does jazz, he gives you raw, uncut, street hip hop with jazz. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, and let me just say this: we're gonna have to talk about how Buckshot displays different flows throughout this album. Like, yo, he raps, he's giving you different deliveries,
different pockets, definitely.
Yeah,
definitely. 2 for 2 for me, brother.
No doubt.
You know what I mean? Track 3, Who Got the Props? Obviously, Watts, this album came out in 1993. You and I was privy enough, obviously, the hip-hop world. This was the first single in 1992. First single off Enter the Stage. Obviously, we go back to watching this video on Video Music Box. Shout out to Rap McDaniels right quick. Dope hook. I'm the rugged operator like Arnold Schwarzenegger. Buckshot cook, like yo, like you said, man, the flow. And also, going back to 3 verses, man. Listen, I love Kendrick. I know people going crazy over 3 verses, but we are from the 3 verses era. We got a lot of that on this project, man. Straight from Crooklyn, better known as Brooklyn. Obviously, that sample, we know where that came from Buckshot Shorty. Talk to me, Watts. The scratches on here also is phenomenal. Okay.
So wait, so that's the Evil D shout out?
Oh, I gotta give Evil D mad props. The scratch on here is crazy. This is why I love and shit like DJ Scratch, Evil D, you know?
Yeah, so Who Got the Props was their lead single. And I think we have to really set the record straight how impactful Who Got the Props was. This was like an anthem song in 1992. This was a Rap City, always on Rap City, always on Video Music Box. And I'm telling you, that video, if you see that video, when I tell you it captures Brooklyn, how we was dressing, we used to rock them baby hats that he had on in that. I mean, that was part of the outfit. When you got up to get dressed, throwing that baby hat, you know what I'm saying? Whatever gear you had on, you know what I'm saying? And you know what else I like about it? You know how everybody, this is the backpack rapper?
Right.
Buckshot had a backpack on. You got a problem with that?
Booming like a speaker with my $100 sneakers, nappy black jeans, knapsack, and my beeper. You feel me? This the beeper era. Watch me, I ain't rocking the beepers, my dude. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. So, you know, and one of my favorites, you know, he goes, 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi. You know, but he goes into that pocket. So this is a great song. And let me just play this.
All right.
Who Got the Props was received more in the streets than Halftime.
By Nas?
When Nas told Angie Martinez, when I first came out, they was trying to compare me to Buckshot Shorty. He wasn't lying, because that's who was outside for real.
But what does that say about Nas to say that, though?
Because he can't deny, because Nas could not deny the reality of what it was in hip-hop in 93.
Watch, if Nas is talking to us right now, we talking Nas about Black Moon Enter the Stage, Biggie Enter the Stage, Hov about Enter the Stage. I'm pretty sure they would agree with our sentiments and stuff we're saying about this project.
They would talk about this project with the same enthusiasm we're talking about it right now.
That's a fact. Track 4, man. Act Like You Want It. Let me say right there, man. You spoke about raw beats a second ago, King. This is where the raw beat talk. Raw, I'm gonna give it to you, like Big Daddy Kane voice. They let the beat breathe for like a good 20 seconds, bro, before Buckshot started rapping, man. I actually like this song, wait for it, more than Who Got the Props. I like this song more than Who Got the Props. The beat on it, this give me Juvenile Hell, early Mobb Deep feels, the beat, just the beat itself, you know what I mean? I never changed, never rearranged my finesse. Buck one time to the chest through the vest. SAP, Franklin Avenue Posse. You can't stop me, yo, dog. This epitomizes Brooklyn to me because let's be honest. We listen to Mobb Deep, right? Everybody takes Mobb Deep and goes Queensbridge, right? I felt this project was talking to Brooklyn soul, to my heart and soul about Brooklyn itself, brother.
Well, so first of all, the hook on this is rah-rah music.
Yes.
Hype music.
Mm-hmm.
Act like you want it. Act like you want it. What bring the drama? Act like you want it. Booyaka. Yo, just setting it off like that is crazy. Our boy 5 Foot get some burn on here. You know what I'm saying? We gotta shout him out because you know he on here.
Hold on.
But as you
we putting 5FT there with Freaky Tom, Big Noid. Like those.
No, dogs. Don't do that to Big Noid. Do not do that to Big Noid. Big Noid, bar for bar, always went head up with them. Always. Don't do that to Noid.
Part of something, Noid. I ain't gonna do that to you, King. Yeah, I ain't gonna do that to you. But
yeah, act like you want it is just,
yeah.
Like you said, believe it or not, the album is picking up at this point.
All right. I got a problem with 5FT though. He said, spit on your grave and let the whole world know it or something. It's like that. Like, I don't like that. It's funny. That's kind of what these new era people were saying, the kind of drill rap where they say, F your man, dead man's. He kind of went into that bag right there. I was like, whoa, for a minute to watch. So where are we right now with 4 tracks in, King?
4 for 4.
All right. Track 5, Buck 'em Down. Let me say this right now. This is a 5-mic track. This song right here is a 5-mic song for me. I like the muffled intro of the song. Buckshot with a lot of God body rhymes. Then I kick a verse and take a look at the God. God hit him with the niggas real quick. I love that talk, man. This is a 5-mic song to me. The way Beat Minus Swift is beat. Also, a lot of rhyme quotables on this song. 3 full verses, 3 5-mic verses. I'm going there with that, man. Talk to me, brother.
You know, when we reviewed Ready to Die on the old channel, we marveled. It blew us away how on like every song Big was giving us 3 verses. But when you was an MC in the 90s for real, man, you had to write. And you wasn't just writing, you know, so a streaming service could get your 2 minutes. You highlighted something. You said it starts off muffled, right? Doom, 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 doom. By the way, not only is this a 5-mic super song, if someone said, I need a song right quick, I want to listen to Enter the Stage and I need you to give me a song right quick to see if I'm going to get into it, I'd give them Buck 'em Down. I'd say, listen to Buck 'em Down. And if you don't like Buck 'em Down, then don't listen to the album. That's how confident I am about Buck 'em Down.
But watch, for you to say that though, King, I'm going to piggyback what you just said. For you to say that, are you saying that this is one of your favorite songs on the project? For you to say
yes, it is. Yes, it is. And wait a minute. And Buckshot has an all-time 5-mic classic flow. To the week, what we do, Buck 'em Down, word live, each and every nigga whenever I'm in sight. Yo, his flow and delivery on this song is as great as any hip-hop song ever.
And I love the English mixed in with the Jamaican patois and how you unite those together. Big up to all of my said Rude Boy Pod Deck. I just love shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So if you see a weak nigga, speak to that bastard. I'll make that motherfucker with the plastic. Yeah, I'm going there with it, man. Track 6, watch Blacksmith and Wesson featuring F5T. Again, bringing the West Indian vibes to this song, in my opinion, man. Beat is hard. 5-mic beat in my opinion. Tech from Smith and Wesson. It sets it off and everything. Buckshot's verse is so dope, man. Used a lot of 90s slang, man. Puff a bag of Buddha. This is a 5 mic song for me, in my opinion. Buckshot was floating. I thought he dominated the song. No disrespect to nobody else. Buckshot.
You ready for this?
Talk to me.
This is one of my favorite songs of the whole decade of the 90s.
Wow, you going
let me tell you how much I love this song. That Jamaican sample, was that what it was?
Yeah.
I thought this was, when I first heard this song, I thought it was the hardest song ever. And I thought Buckshot Shorty spit a 5 mic source verse of the month. Yo,
let me just say,
I smoke a mad bag of Buddha.
I thought he dominated every feature. Every feature.
I mean, there's no question. Listen, we love General Steel. We love Tech. We see what Smith and Wesson became.
Yes.
I mean, this was our introduction to hearing them for the first time.
Right.
And boy, Buckshot just left the planet Earth. And what's so crazy about this, Buckshot went in the middle. So he doesn't have the last verse or the first verse, but his middle verse stands out.
Yeah, facts. My brother, next song. Now, I'm going to be picky here, Watts. All right? Walk with me right quick, brother, like in my English voice. If you said to me, yo, 3, out of all the songs that you and Watts are going to talk about today, right? What's the one song that you like, I don't spin the block back in the 90s also, Watts. It didn't change 90s. It didn't change now that we are revisiting this project, right? Sun Get Wrecked is just not my go-to song. It's not whack, Watts, but it's not a 5 mic song. It's not a 4.5 mic song to me. It's a 4 mic song, and that's the only song I can say on this project that's a 4 mic song. And you can say also a 3, you're being picky because it's no Buckshot on here. It's 5 MC on the Dolly, right? So that's what I got. That's all I got for you, King. I didn't really rock with this.
So let me say this. People need to understand that this is in the middle of the cassette tape era. I wasn't rocking CDs. If you're getting in the whip, you're putting in the tape. So we're still heavy in tape deck era. I didn't fast forward this song, man, because the whole vibe of this album was just smooth. So I didn't fast forward Sun Get Wrecked. I like Sun Get Wrecked. It was just a straight. First of all, that slang, that was the slang of the time. Yo, what's up, son? What's up, son? Brownsville used to say it all the time. I used to come back to Bed-Stuy like, yo, they say son in Brownsville. Like, what's up, son? What's up, son? Kind of threw me off with that kind of talk. But and then the term wreck was the slang of that era.
Let me ask you a question. Do you think we can bring back words though? They always bring back clothing back in hip hop, right? They spin the block back on gear and fashion. How come words like fresh? We still say dope. Kid is. I'm not gonna say kid no more. Can we bring back some old words though?
Yes, you can. And let's be clear. The fact that me and you say dope, that's old. That's old head, old school stuff. Because listen, I use dope more than I use lit. You know what I'm saying? Yo, what's litty? Right. I use dope more than I'm like, yo, that shit is dope. Yo, that's so dope. Like, dope ain't leaving, man.
But that's the dope thing about hip hop, though. The advance of words and using other.
You see what you just said? You said that's the dope thing about hip hop. Dope ain't going nowhere, man.
Facts, my brother. Next song, Make Money. Kind of self-explanatory with the title of the song. This song and beat to me just epitomizes what the term boom bap, if you want to go in that bag, Watts. The shout out of Brooklyn streets, Pitkin Ave. Shout out East New York right quick, man. I used to have a little shorty over there in Belmont Avenue. Different story for different Watts. Storytelling verses from Buckshot Shorty, man. Hooks is dope. And let me tell you about the hooks all over this project. It sounded like they always huddle up like mad niggas in the booth, like 5, 6 niggas in the booth to do the hooks on all these songs. So throughout this whole project, I love damn near every hook on every song. You know what I mean? 3 dope verses for Buckshot Shorty, Watts. Love your song, man.
You captured it perfectly. Make money, like 3 verses again. And let's be real. So I'll say this. Everything. If you heard me and 3 break down Ready to Die,
right? Black
Moon, Buckshot Shorty is doing everything Big did on Ready to Die on this album. Everything. There is no. I'm hearing this level of lyricism, and it's blown, and it's a higher level. Buckshot is rapping on that same exact level that Big was rapping on Ready to Die with his 3 verses. It's the same exact feel, the same level of lyricism from Buckshot.
And you and I love talking about MVPs of hip hop in that particular year, right? I think when we did our 1993 show, and I think we're gonna do that live so people can feel when we talk about certain albums in that era, right? You and I are in agreement that Snoop Dogg was really the MVP of that year, right?
Absolutely.
Well, we could say Black Moon, Buckshot Shorty was damn sure MVP candidate, just a candidate alone of that year, right?
Buckshot Shorty would get votes. He would get first place votes.
Right. Facts. He would. But Snoop, obviously. You know what I mean?
So just to put in perspective why Snoop was the clear cut, because that whole year was the Chronic. That whole year was the Chronic, and then it led directly into Doggy Style. So 93 was his year, and there was nothing anybody, put it this way, Snoop was such the MVP of 93. It's why Snoop is who he is today, because of that year, because of 1993.
Besides Will Smith, can I say Snoop is the most popular hip hop artist of all time?
Yes, yes, you can, without question.
You know, I'm only highlighting that, Watts, because we're talking about Black Moon, right? And letting people know that year, what we had Black Moon, Snoop, Tribe. We had so much assortments of dope music. You know what I mean? Track 9, Watts, Slave. Off rip, 5 mic song. Let me just go off the rip. Your facial expression spoke volumes, okay? You feel me? One of my favorite songs on this project. This takes me back to the Walkman era, walking on. My cousin is in here right now. Tricks, you gonna feel me on this? Walking through my grandmother's block on Eastern Parkway in Franklin with my headphones on, walking to the shuttle train, man. Buckshot Shorty was floating on this. The bass line is dope. Telling me to get a little lighter on my lyrics, but if it ain't real on the mic, I can't feel it. This is Brooklyn, man. I'm sorry. Yeah, read your bias. I'm sorry. This is so Brooklyn to me, man. And if I don't give a fuck what you say, commercial rap get the gun clap day after day. Yeah, man. 5 mic song for me, brother.
This is one of my favorite songs on the album.
Yeah.
It stands the test of time. It has one of the greatest flows and delivery you will ever hear by Buckshot.
Yeah.
And the production, this production is insane. And I'm telling you.
What did Kobe do, Watts? What did Kobe do? What that mean? Yeah, for real.
Yo, and then he made a reference to Slow Down by Brand Nubian. Yeah. Like, Buckshot was so hip hop on this album. He was like, he epitomized hip hop on this album.
Can I tell you, as a shorty coming up, he was the second rapper I ever seen walking around the streets. Because obviously living in Brooklyn, I was on Cape and Ocean near Flatbush. Special Ed was the first rapper I seen walking around, right? Buckshot Shorty was the second rapper I used to see walking around Carl Heights and everything, Bed-Stuy and all, like little short ass nigga walking like this and shit. You know what I mean? Like, so to me, revisiting this project means a lot to me because that's like a youngin' I seen riding around Brooklyn and MPV and shit. You know what I'm saying? 9 songs in, brother. Like, this shit is like fine wine. You know what I mean? So you got Slave as one of your favorite songs, you said, right?
Absolutely. It's one of the all-time great songs.
Got you, King. Track 10, my brother. See, this is where you have to go back to back on some back-to-back shit. Fam, you go from, G, what up? You go from Slave to I Got You Open. Now, before I go, I'm going to put you on the spot. I Got You Open, original version or the remix for you?
The original version.
Tell me why.
Because the original version is raw and uncut. It ain't made. They remixed it for radio play and to make it and it worked. It worked. Like, it's the same example how when Big remixed One More Chance. One More Chance remix is smooth radio. One More Chance original, raw and uncut. Same with this. What? This original, I Got You Open.
I gotta go remix though. Let me tell you why I say remix though. Watch, are we really gonna go against that Barry White sample, though, King? We really?
No, I'm not. I'm not going against it. But this version that you hear right here,
yeah,
this is the version that Flip Mode Squad did over. Remember when Buckshot was on the Flip Mode Imperial album?
Yes, yes.
Doom, 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 doom. Yeah, so
I thought Buckshot.
it could have been two different songs.
Right, definitely. I thought Buckshot, man, wrote this beat viciously, in my opinion, man. 3 classic verses for Buckshot Shorty, man. Again, the horns, Watson. The horns, my brother. You know what I mean?
Yo.
Also, hold on before I let you go. Buckshot said, all we do is spark madism. That's what Channel Live sampled that for Buckshot Shorty. Obviously, you know that. But that's what Channel Live, I'll sample that with KRS-One. But go ahead, Watts.
Yo. Buckshot Shorty had one of the most raw street rhymes ever when he was like, oh yeah, I seen your moms. I hit her off with a jump. You know what I'm saying? I was like, what? That was so raw. Yo, this is just an immaculate song. Right. Immaculate. Mind you,
great word.
Slave
Great word.
To I Got You Open is just like too much.
Yeah. That's like going from Check My Melody to I Ain't Got Soul or some shit like that or Rakim. Pay the full shit though, man.
Yo, tell me, you're correct. What he's doing on this album is what Rakim was doing on Pay the Full.
Right.
He was just going from Move the Crowd, I Ain't No Joke, Check Out My Melody. Like he was just going from super banger. Buckshot did that on this album. Song to song was just like classic material.
Word. Next track, Watch Shit Is Real. Let me say, man, again, man, I feel like I'm beating a dead horse saying this to you, King. The horns, my brother, the horns, all there, man. You know what I mean? This is head nod music to me, brother. I thought his first verse especially painted a dope representation of Brooklyn, my brother. His first verse alone. You know what I mean? You know the kid with the rock up the block, hit him with the Glock, now his pops on the rooftop. My stomping ground is Brooklyn, bro. Like, this is just Brooklyn music to me, brother. You know what I mean? Word to my hard rocks on Franklin Ave. Feel the bloodbath with the aftermath. Come on, dog. That's just my hood. You know what I mean? My cousin, right? That's my hood. That's my hood and shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Watts.
The pride you have from being from Brooklyn when you listen to this album is second to none. One of the things when we, on the old channel, we reviewed Mos Def's first album, we was like, yo, Mos Def was repping Brooklyn crazy on his debut album, right?
Yeah.
But to me, Buckshot was doing that on here so crazy. Right. Like it's like he really, I mean, did he have Brooklyn on his back? Like,
I would say, yeah, dog. Cause no, think about this. At this time, Kane, you know what I mean? Yeah, okay, who else we talking about, Watts? Light, Ross from Long Island, Public Enemies from Long Island, Trench from Jersey. You feel me? MOP, it just ain't really hit yet, like to us. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, they didn't hit yet. But this album, I mean, just in terms of Brooklyn pride, I mean, you put it this way, you cannot listen to this album and not get a sense of the energy that Brooklyn was bringing to 90s hip-hop. Like you can understand why the borough of Brooklyn just plays such an important, vital role in hip-hop culture, period. But the way, the energy that Buckshot had and the way he channeled being from Brooklyn is all over this album.
And let me piggyback on what you said again, brother. And then you mix in, we're from Brooklyn, a heavy West Indian culture. Their mother and father is from Jamaica and all that. They weren't from Brooklyn, but listen, as a West Indian living in the house, my mom Dukes is playing Bob Marley, Yellow Man, and on Third World and shit like that. And we coming from the Rockers, Stone Love, you know what I'm saying, and all that. And you mix that in there with the music, you know what I mean? Besides KRS-One and maybe Busta Rhymes, maybe, I love the fact that they embraced the West Indian culture, you know what I'm saying? In their music also, man. Next one, watch Enter the Stage. Obviously, the album is called Enter the Stage, and the song Enter the Stage is fire also, my brother. You know what I mean? They sampled the Onyx Shifty vocals on here. I didn't know that till recently when I saw Buckshot spoke about that on Instagram one day and shit like that, man. 2 dope verses from Buckshot Shorty, man. Once again, giving you that Jamaican patois feel. I like Buckshot's second verse a lot, and I like the hook a lot also on this song, Watch. Talk to me now.
You know, it's funny. When you interviewed Papoose, right? I was thinking about when Papoose had a birthday party a couple of years ago. Remy threw him a birthday party. And she brought the rappers from the 90s to perform their songs live to his party. And Buckshot was one of them because, I mean, no, you can't be shy. Here's the thing about hip-hop history. There's certain eras that are not talked about. And when they talk about 93, they literally go to Midnight Marauders, 36 Chambers, Doggy Style, Onyx, because Onyx had the slam and they had all of that, right?
Yeah, facts.
So they definitely do that. This album gets slighted and shortchanged.
Why?
Hopefully,
why?
Because the wrong people who preserve the history of hip hop, they're not giving you the truth. They're not speaking the reality. How can me and you who love hip hop talk about 93, talk about all them great albums and not talk about this when this album was as good, if not better than all those other albums?
Well said, my brother. Well said. But I like the fact that you said that you felt it's being slighted, though. Now, let me ask you. In real time, I don't think we felt it was slighted. I think it took now, as hip-hop has grown throughout the years, like you're saying, when these so-called gatekeepers are talking about 93 or the 90s, they'll talk about Ready to Die, right? They'll talk about the Chronic, Snoop, and all that. Like you said, and if you bring a Black Moon, it's like, oh, I forgot about that almost, right? Or you're right. They probably say you're right, or I forgot. You know what I mean? That's why I'm glad you're not able to have a show.
Guess what? We didn't forget.
No, we didn't forget. Not at all. Not at all, brother. Not at all. Not at all. All right, Watts. You ready for this? Next song, man? Let me just say off the rip, brother. This song has never, ever never left rotation for me. A lot of people, oh, they go them old head niggas talk about some shit in the 93, get you old niggas up out of here. Fine. Oh, this song sounds outdated. Miss me with outdated music, number one. This song, you cannot say outdated, number one. This is a 6-mic song to me. I'm not saying 5 mic, 6 mics. Earlier, I'm going to piggyback again on something you said, King, because I remember you said this on Who Got the Props a second ago. You said the video was a representation of Brooklyn, right? I'm going to go ahead with what you said. I'm going to say this video also is a representation of Brooklyn, the same thing you said about Who Got the Props. Watching Evil D on the turntables, graffiti on the wall, niggas at the rooftop, rolling up, running. Like, this is just Brooklyn to me. Staircase, graffiti, you know what I'm saying? Once again, watch the KRS-One sample. How many MCs must get, you know what I'm saying? And remember now, KRS-One and Buckshot Shorty did what together, watch? They
did the album together.
The album together, right? 5-mic song to me, King.
This song, if someone said, I need a definition of boom bap, the easy thing to do is go to a DJ Premier song, right? That's an easy way to do it. But I can say, wait a minute, you want a true definition of boom bap, of head nod music, of like this?
Yeah.
This kind of music? That's what you want? That represents New York City? How many MCs? But, yo, Buckshot's flow was so effortless on this, so flawless, that you just like, come follow me. Like this, yo, I'm gonna just say this, man. I think we are not emphasizing the different pockets of flows and deliveries Buckshot was doing throughout this album. I mean, it was just like there was no one style. It was different styles.
I hate to go in this bag. I feel to piggyback again what you said about the flow pattern styles. I think it plays a big part on the Jamaican aspect of it. When you start listening to reggae and hip hop heavy, you know what I'm saying? He does hip hop and listen to reggae, and you mesh those two things together. It's low key harmonizing, not heavy, though, low key a little bit. Especially when we go to the last song, there's harmonizing on it. But don't take that, don't get it twisted. In this era is harmonizing. You know what I mean? This song is a 5-mic song. And in fact, you talk about Smithsonian songs and all that. Right here, brother. Listen, you niggas love Incarcerated Scarface by Raekwon. I got this song toe to toe with that. But go ahead.
You know what? I'm so happy you said that because I didn't do that. But this after we do the last song, I'll tell you. I'll give you my thoughts on where this album goes.
Last song, You the Man, featuring 5FT, Havoc, Drew High, Smith and Wesson. Listen, man, when we talk about posse cuts, I'm not saying this is bad from TV or Headbanger or nothing like that, Watts. But let me get your take on this, though. When we talk about posse cuts, though, was this up there for you in 93 as one of the ill posse cuts?
Yes, it was. Yes, it was. Yes, it was.
5FT sets this off. I thought he had a solid verse. I thought he had a solid verse.
Give my man five. Give my man 5-footer. Yo, we gonna talk about 5-footer, man. He on this album. You gonna he got something to say.
The contributions that Trigger the Gambler gave to Smooth the Hustler, I can't say he did with Buckshot, respectfully. Because Trigger was hanging with Smooth the Hustler. I thought Buckshot was lapping, you know what I mean? You know when Chuck was saying, I'll lap you, nigga? Like, he was lapping dudes on here. Respectfully. You know what I mean? Drew House verse, man. Well, it's the ill Caucasian. Check the invasion. Bushwick the white planks. I like his verse more than 5FT, though. But that's me, though. Havoc, yes, Havoc. HAVOC. I wish Prodigy. I would like to know the backstory why P didn't have a verse on there, but that's a different story for a different day. Havoc with the third verse. A rhyme ain't a rhyme if it ain't crime related. Love that line, man. Tech from Super Western with the fourth verse. I've had it up to here with y'all weak ass rappers. Bucktown, home of the original gun clappers. That's just Brooklyn talk, man. The name Smith and Wesson that we representing lovely. Smith draws the 4 if you punch out to rob me. Still had a solid verse. I like Tech's verse more than him. But the MVP of this song was Buckshot Shorty. 1, 2, 3. Let her know. That's not Jamaican shit. You know what I'm saying? That's my joy. That's all I got, brother. Love this song, man.
Okay, so here's the thing. Havoc is on this album, right?
Yes.
Havoc.
Yes.
In 1993, Mobb Deep dropped an album called Juvenile Hell. I have that album. They have the song Peer Pressure.
Peer Pressure.
Produced by Primo. They have Hit It From the Back. Juvenile Hell is not anywhere near as good as Into the Stage. Now, R.I.P. Prodigy, you just now heard Havoc on a song with Buckshot.
Right.
Buckshot lapped everybody on this thing. Buckshot, this is how you end the verse. Buckshot, yo, Buckshot was doing his Jamaican, and then he just started rapping.
He was in his bag, Watts.
In his bag.
What did Prodigy say on what he said? Leave holes to get shirts like Jamaican clothes. I feel like he was rocking some Jamaican shirt in the booth. You know what I'm saying? He got busy.
Now this is rah-rah music for the hook. Now you the man, now you the man, now you the man, now you the man, now you the mother effing man. Like you get high. Like the album's ending. The album's ending where you're energetic, and once again, it closes out perfectly, man. Like you said, you highlighted Drew Howe with the ill white boy verse.
Yes.
You got legendary Havoc is on here. That is not talked about enough. That HOVOC is on this album. Has anybody ever asked him, how'd you get on that album? What was the connection? Like, he's just on here. You know what I'm saying? And then Smith and Wesson, Cocoa Brothers is on here. And then Buckshot Shorty. So this is how the album ends. Let's talk about this album.
5 mics, King. It's not
even... Not only is this 5 mics, let me tell you how good this album is to me, just so y'all know. For whatever the reason is, when Nas did Last Real N-Words Alive,
right,
he said when Raekwon did the Purple Tape. And when he said that, the Purple Tape started to live in, like, it's this mythical album. Do you have the purple tape? Because a lot of people didn't have the purple tape because y'all was getting CDs. See, y'all so mad because y'all wanted to hear crisp hip hop. I'm got the CDs, not me. I have the purple tape, right? But when you have albums like the Purple Tape, Illmatic, Ready to Die, 36 Chambers, those are the albums that define the sound of New York gritty, grimy, or great hip hop, right?
Onyx.
But Enter the Stage is never brought up like those albums. I'm asking you, do you feel Enter the Stage is exactly on the same exact level as those albums? As a reasonable doubt. As a reasonable doubt.
All right. If Jay sitting there, Biggie sitting there, Tribe sitting there, all the brothers you just spoke about, right? They're all, and Buckshot comes to the table and he has Enter the Stage in his hand, right? Biggie can't say nothing. Jay can't say nothing. Snoop can't say nothing.
Nas
can't say nothing. Nas can't say nothing. They're gonna be like, yo, Buck, what's good? All across the board, niggas give him daps. Across the board, Big, Nas, Jay, Snoop. Grab a seat, my dude.
Redman.
Redman too. Get a drink. What did Redman say about Buckshot, Watts?
I give props to real MCs like KRS-One, Cool G Rap, Buckshot, Busta, me and I'm From. You see, and this was in '94. This is who I mean, you putting him with KRS, Cool G Rap. He put Buckshot with KRS and Cool G Rap immediately off of this album.
KRS-One, who's just never done a collaboration album with nobody at all. He didn't do one with Kane. He didn't do one with Rakim. Why did he choose to do a full project with Buckshot Shorty? KRS-One, knowledge reigns supreme over nearly everybody. Why was that, Watts?
Because of the undeniable impact of how great this album was. But let's take it a step further. The defining DJ of the 90s for radio stations was Funkmaster Flex. When Funkmaster Flex was doing his lead single, when Funkmaster Flex was doing his 2 turntables in the mic, who did he go to?
Buckshot. Follow the leader and Buckshot. He went to Buckshot Shorty. Did a video the whole night.
Now, listen, Flex could have went to anybody. Flex could have gone to anybody at that time. He was that powerful. So what we're trying to tell you is in the 90s, every MC from New York City who rapped had the utmost highest respect for Buckshot. Now we got to say something because we got to talk about it.
All right.
The remix to I Get You Open was an MVP candidate the next year when it came out in '94. When he remixed that song, that was an anthem. An anthem.
I like that remix more than One More Chance.
I am not. And here's the thing. Am I supposed to be like, you bugging? What? What did you say? I can't say that.
Right.
Can I tell you something? Yo. Oh, by the way, that video, once again, the video.
Oh, I got a hockey jersey because of that video, my nigga.
Folks, that video. See, I don't know what it was, but these dudes have videos to me that when I say epitomized Brooklyn. So I'm going to give you the difference. Biggie's videos, when he got to Big Papa and One More Chance, it was flossed out. It was Versace, Coogee. It was popping bottles.
Big budget videos, what?
Big budget. It was a completely different feel from a Black Moon. Black Moon literally was the streets. You know how the locks are we are the streets? A Black Moon video was the streets.
Prospect Park. Listen, we're gonna do the video of Prospect Park. Get all the Goonies. All the
let's put in perspective.
Right.
Jadakiss has no album better than this.
I agree with that.
I mean, he just doesn't.
Like he said, I'm not gonna fight you. I can't push. I can't. I love Kiss, but this is a Smithsonian album, my nigga.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
So